Well, here we are. We made it. Morning of leaving for elk camp.
<sighs> 3:30 in the morning.
3:30.
It's time to go to work, baby.
Really early.
Oh, Dad's lights on.
And he woke up.
Pops is awake.
We'll get up, get rolling here in a little bit, and hit the road. Start the 2019 elk season. So should be a good trip. We got about what is it, Dusty?
Be a solid 9
hour trip.
Yeah.
So
yeah, everything looks pretty well loaded.
we're tied down, good to go. Wait on Pops to get out here and
Yeah.
hit the road.
I get the fortunate to my dad to go this year. He's gonna hunt with us, so should be a good time. So
be a good time.
We will see you down the road.
Keep on rolling. We're up here.
In no man's land.
In no man's land. First stop.
We haven't lost anything yet.
Not yet. Everything's holding on pretty good. Made it about 60-something miles down the road. Good old Allsups.
Little part of Texas.
Dusty, why don't you tell the viewers what we experienced in there?
Oh, the worst bathroom you can ever imagine.
Guys, I'm not kidding you. I've been into some nasty bathrooms. And that
as you were dry heaving in the bathroom.
That bathroom was terrible.
Oh.
Freaking terrible. But no, we about made it to Amarillo, so Dusty's dad's in there, probably buying him a burrito.
It's gonna be a long trip.
But yeah, word to the wise, do not stop at this Allsups and use the bathroom. Go around back.
We missed the sign, and we're taking a detour. We missed the sign.
A long detour.
Yeah, just a little one. Good scenic route.
We made it. Dusty, we made it. 12 hours later, we're here. We made it. One detour, but we made it. Walk around here and see if we can find us a good place to set camp. Breathe it in, buddy, breathe it in. Nice place. Found our spot. There's Dusty.
Home for the next week.
Home for the next week.
Maybe.
Now the fun begins.
Yeah.
Set it up.
Took a couple hours to pack it. Took 10 minutes to unload it.
Now it's going to take us an hour and a half to get it all set up.
This is home for the next. This is base camp.
Yeah, we'll hunt out of here every day.
Baked potatoes are on, Chief.
Baked potatoes, and ribeyes. Got our camp chef over there.
Pops is cooking it up nice.
Getting her ready. Got her all set up. We gathered some firewood this evening.
Yeah, boy.
We're ready to rock and roll. Morning, guys. So, last night, what time was it, Dusty?
It's
Probably
midnight.
midnight-ish, somewhere like that. We're sitting here, everyone's just starting to doze off, and we hear what sounds like an animal getting pretty much killed in camp right outside our tent. So Dusty and I hop up out of bed, go outside, open the door, and I'll show you where we saw this. We look right here underneath our trailer, and there is a massive skunk right there. Well, so we shut the tent back. Well, he ended up spraying. As you can see, we've tried washing the stink off, but you can see the sprays all over it. He ended up spraying the tent. So now, for the next week, we're gonna get a smell skunk during camp, which it's all right, but Daryl over there hooking us some breakfast. So, eat some breakfast, get dressed, I'm gonna do some scouting. The signs we like to see. No ATVs.
No motorized vehicles.
First trail of the 2019 elk season. I head back up here, and
And there's elk tracks in the road.
that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'll come back here and find us a good spot to glass. We'll sit back and just kind of watch them, see what we can see. Got a couple of really nice meadows up here, so take a look at those and see what we can see. Gonna get a lay of the land. What do you think, Dusty?
I'm in heaven.
We made it.
A little bit on that side. Yeah.
Well, we've made it to potential spot number 1 here. Looks really good down through here. It's a good looking spot. We're gonna sit down here in a minute. We're gonna work a little bit up over here, a little further. There's a little bench we've got right up here. We're gonna try and get up there and kind of just get a higher vantage point at it all. Yeah, it looks really good. We found a pretty good little wallow down here. It's dry, but it's a good little hole. Pretty little area. Tucked back in a little aspen grove here. And actually tomorrow, one of the places we're looking at is further back, over through there. So we're looking at, so hiked back in here, doing our evening set here, glassing the same basin we were at early this morning. Thinking maybe we might be able to see something move around here this evening. Might be able to get an idea of how they're moving, where they're moving, what they're doing. What do you think, Dusty?
That's the best plan so far. I just got to find them, see where they're hanging out. At least get an eye on them to see, hopefully this evening, and we'll know kind of where to head in the morning.
Yeah, we've got several pretty good options to choose from as far as where we're gonna go in the morning. We've got, what, 3 different places?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give it everything we got. It ain't gonna be for lack of effort, that's for sure. So,
Late season elk, public land. I mean, that's some of the toughest hunts you'll go on.
we've had a few more people show up around camp today, so the masses are starting to come out. So
We got a good cold front coming in Saturday night.
yeah, it's supposed to be upper, like low 40s, I think, Sunday. So have a little cooler weather. We got a little snow today.
Yeah.
It rained, and that's why we didn't really have very much footage today. It rained, and then ice and ice pellets, and
Pretty much all day up till
all
now.
day. Yeah, up high, they got some pretty good snow. It did snow at camp, but I don't know. The temperatures are starting to drop, so we're
gonna sit here and glass till get close to dark, see if anything's gonna come out of the timber and feed. There's so many good meadows up here and a few water holes. I mean, there's bound to be something come out.
we should have pretty good luck with it. So we'll see. But
Sure is pretty country.
if nothing else, like you said, we'll just sit back and enjoy the scenery, and we'll find them. Opening morning. We said we go shoot some elk, Dusty.
Let's do this.
Time to head up the mountain.
You know what time it is?
It's
It's time to kill an elk.
time to kill an elk, buddy. It's time to kill an elk.
It's time to go to work.
But no, it got a little chilly last night.
Ice on everything.
We got ice literally on everything. Dusty, how's your beard look?
I'll wipe the ice off.
You're good, yeah. So, but no, it's a cool morning, cool, calm morning.
No wind yet.
Not any really wind at all, but it is dang sure cold. I mean, there's frost and ice on everything out here. So we're about to load up, drive down the road a little bit, and hit the trail. Wish us luck. Tell them something, Dusty. Well, we got a fellow hunter. 2 of them. Way out there. We thought we heard a cow call back in here. I sat here and made a couple calls, but we think we kind of maybe got fooled.
The more we listened to it, the more we noticed how horrible the cow calling sounded. So.
That, and I think it could have also been one of those famous elk birds.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen much sign up here where we're at. It's been pretty scarce on sign. We know they're in here, it's just I don't think they've gotten pressure down in here. Either that or the fact that we haven't had much snow here. We kind of think they're going to be tucked back up here and all this nasty stuff.
Yep, that's where we'll end up going.
So we're making a game plan. We may swing around, go check a wallow that we know is over here, and
do what we don't want to do,
yeah,
but
we're gonna
that's
go.
the reason the elk are there.
They're in the nasty, so we're gonna have to
You look at a spot and say, I don't want to go. That's probably where they're at.
That's where they're gonna be at. So.
Yep, we're back in the nasty stuff now. We marked the first spot off the map. Not any fresh sign. So now we're headed up high. Gonna see if we can't stumble onto them a little bit. But yeah, it sure is thick in here. Colorado's got its challenges as usual. We'll keep after it. Well,
Camp's broke.
camp's broke. We come to the assumption that the elk aren't down here this low right now.
We've talked to every hunter and game warden and everybody down here, and no one's seen any sign.
Yeah, there was one little resident herd that was hanging in the area. About 40 cows and I think 5 bulls. And the game warden was pretty confident all the bulls got killed out of that group.
First season.
And the big majority of the herd right now is hanging on private. So it's time. We broke camp. We're gonna move a couple hours north and set up again and salvage the rest of this hunt. We wasn't just gonna sit by and waste the hunt. So
Move, adapt, and to change.
change. So that's the plan. We got a pretty good idea where we're going. There's a backup plan. So here we go. What do you think, Pops?
We're on the road.
We're back. New spot. Talk about a drastic change. We went from 70 degrees, 30s at night, to we got here at 2 o'clock and it was 26 and 4 to 6 inches of snow. But the elk are up high right now, so that's where we're at. I'm starting to wonder if we're kind of dumb. We're the only ones up here. Everybody else is camped down at the base of the mountain.
Yeah, so we're about, what are we?
11,000?
11,000 foot's where we're camped at right now.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Get up on the timberline.
We're gonna get up on the timberline a little bit. There's a kind of a high vantage point up there, so we're gonna get up there and take a look up there and see tomorrow. Kind of if we see anything moving, kind of check for tracks and sign and whatnot. But no, it's a pretty place. I mean, it's the last place we were at. It was pretty much 90% oak brush.
Yeah.
And
it was horrible.
your visibility was so limited.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, we've, as you can see, I mean, we've got, I mean,
we can glass through the timber for distances. I
we've
mean,
got
that's
openings everywhere.
that's late season elk hunting. I mean, they're not talking anymore. The big bulls are in their sanctuaries. They're hiding out in these draws, and there hadn't been enough snow to push them down yet. So we've got to get up high, glass, try to find where they're at, and try to get to them without pushing them out. So it's late season elk hunting. It's a challenge.
It is a challenge.
Yeah.
Trying to stay warm.
Trying to stay warm.
Got the stove inside, fired up, try and get it rolling before we head in there this evening. So we're gonna have us some grilled ham and cheese sandwiches tonight.
Hot grilled ham and cheese.
Hot grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. So, but no, until tomorrow morning, we're gonna get after them. But we're gonna call it an evening. First morning at the new spot. As you can see, it's a little different here.
A little.
Daryl, you cold? You cold?
Just my ears. My hands. Didn't finally wake up.
Finally woke up. Yeah,
Having
cameras.
some technical
difficulties up here when it's about 12 degrees
with the wind blowing 30.
and 30 mile an hour wind. Well, currently we are up here
In no man's land.
in no man's land. We're currently in the process of trying to make it up to the top of a pretty steep mountain. Got about probably another 300 foot.
Yeah, at least.
300 foot to climb. We'll be up. Supposed to be looking at the Onyx. It shows to have a pretty good meadow up there, so we've got another place over here that we've been looking at that's got a couple of small ponds. We may try and get up there and look down on those, but
Yeah, my dad's, he stayed down, and there's a meadow that's on the other side of this little lake over here. He's gonna go check it out. We're probably done for climbing it, but if we don't, we'll always wonder.
that's it. So
At least we get up here and look around, we can mark it off.
we got a really good view up here though.
Guarantee you, see everything. And there ain't a soul back here. No people tracks, nothing.
It's gorgeous up here. Great view.
Yep.
Made it to the top. Right at 12,000 foot. We've got a drainage up here. We're gonna get on top of this mesa that we're on. We're gonna walk this ridge line, and there's a pond, that pond we were talking about earlier. We found it. We're gonna walk the ridge line around and kind of look down and kind of see what we can see, and then we'll look around that pond a little bit. Maybe find an easier path to get down there to it later this evening. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a little bit. What do you think, Dusty?
We don't get no higher than this.
We are up here, man. Chilly up here. Wind picked up about probably 30 mile an hour up top. We're gonna make our way around and take a better look at that drainage.
Bigfoot might be up here.
Who knows what's up here?
Sure enough, not people.
Yeah.
Except for our retarded.
We're the
bus.
only ones that are up here. No sign of anybody. That's the way you gotta find them though.
Yep.
What you doing, Dusty?
Trying to replenish all the calories that we burnt this morning. Climbing up on that fun ridge.
We did 4.85 miles, I think, this morning is what we did.
Felt like it.
So we got us a little breakfast meal going here. Dusty's cooking us up some bacon. We got some hash browns. We're gonna do some fried eggs, gravy, biscuits. Get replenished and go back out later this evening.
got down to the last evening. This hunt trip's getting cut a little bit short. Got a weather alert that the blizzard's coming in tonight. They're looking at least to 14 inches of snow where we're at. So
35-mile-an-hour winds.
yeah, 35-mile-an-hour winds. So looks like we're gonna have to break camp in the morning and get down from here. So, but we found a really good spot. Probably we'll have the best odds that we would have for a last day. From what we could tell, all the miles we put in all around this basin in here, there's a small pocket of elk still working here, probably at least 2 bulls. We got this big water hole right here in front of us and lots of tracks and sign, so it's about the best odds we'll have for the last evening. Got the wind in our favor. We got Hadley on shooter.
Yeah, buddy.
So
Hopefully one comes out, wants to play.
so we're tucked back here in these cedars and
Doing a little bit of calling.
doing a little bit of little cow calling, see if maybe there's one of these satellite bulls still hanging in here that's interested. So this is what our plan is. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully we'll see you in a little bit with an elk on the ground. Well, we're back. And as we left you, we still don't have an elk.
Yeah, no elk on the ground. This was a tough year. It really it tried our patience a lot. From the first night having the skunk spray the tent.
Still, every time I drive down the road and I smell a skunk, it's the first thing I think of.
Oh, it was so bad.
But it's one of those smells now I'm kind of acquired to now. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore. I drive down the road, it's just like, oh, it's a skunk. Hey, I slept with that smell for a week.
That first night was,
It was
brutal.
rough. It was rough.
But it just adds to the fun of it. I mean, we'll laugh about it from now on.
Absolutely.
But from that to the drought, it was real dry where we were at. None of the creeks were running except for one we found, but it ran all the way around access to where people could be up and down the creek.
And that was one thing that was really another thing that was tough on us was the ease of access everywhere we were at.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we knew of places that were good spots to go, but I mean, you'd get back in there and you'd stumble across somebody sitting there or walking by, or
We found those 4 guys taking a nap on that meadow.
found 4 guys taking a nap. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So I mean, it was tough. I mean, no snow up high, nothing to really bring anything down. They were, and what we were thinking, our only guess that we have is they were further in, further north, and
on private.
Private is where we.
They had a big kill there
Match
last year too.
Yeah.
We had a couple of friends that hunted there last year, and everybody tagged. Come to find out, it was they got snow way earlier than they normally do, pushed all the herds down, and from what the game warden said and the biologist we talked to, first season was a slaughter.
Yeah.
Like they killed the tar out of them.
I think all first seasons, if I remember right, that's what he said. I think they had pretty good luck.
Yeah.
In all first seasons.
Yeah, season, and he said even second season was just a bloodbath.
Yeah.
So, and he said you could tell by looking at the herds in that area this year that they were hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
We saw no new sign.
None.
So we made the decision. We would have had still 8 days to hunt.
Yes.
And just
Yes.
to clarify, when y'all watched the video, when we're scouting and carrying our rifles, we had bear tags.
Yes, we did.
So and bear season had already started, so we were able to hunt while we were scouting.
Yes. So that was very nice.
Just so you know, we wasn't trying to kill an elk early.
But as the game warden said about the elk, the same thing happened to the bears.
He said they killed them really well first
Killed them
season.
really well first season. So it was tough down there where we were at. I mean, from the get, it was tough. But the first campsite we'd come to didn't pan out the way we thought it was going to, and we moved around and tried finding one, and then finally we found one. It was tough.
It really was
tough.
really was. So we made the decision. Let's break camp. We got 8 days to hunt still. Let's move. My dad had some previous knowledge of this area, and his buddies have hunted there, so we had a plan B. We moved.
New territory.
We've never hunted it.
Yeah.
The whole way it was hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours, I think, to get there.
We were onnexing the whole way, looking up the area that they were talking about, trying to figure out what we needed to do.
Yep.
And everybody, of course, everybody's saying elk are up high still. So we went up high all the way.
Well, it was kind of one of those deals that really wasn't by choice. There really wasn't anywhere to camp on the Forest Service road that we were driving up on. Well, I guess we could have dropped camp, but the places we could have dropped camp had about 8 to 12 inches of snow on the ground.
And we noticed everybody's camping down low.
Everyone was down low. We didn't really think anything of it. But yeah, we got up top. I think we were at
11,000.
11,000, right at 11,000.
Camped right at 11. And we hiked up to a little over 12.
Hiked up on top of that
big mesa.
That big mesa. Yep.
And it was a drastic change. It went from
completely drought,
30,
dry.
upper 30s at night to where we were at 50s, 60s during the day to we got there at 2 o'clock and it was 20 degrees.
Yeah, it was 20 degrees up high.
And snow. And it was cold and the wind blew
gosh dang.
every day. It never quit.
Every day. Like sun up, sundown. We'd get like maybe your early morning, just a little calmness, and then it would ramp up. And then in the evenings, it just ripped and roared all night. It was rough. I mean,
this year whooped our tail.
We were up on top of that mesa, and we stumbled across that flat meadow up top. Had a bunch of what I call juniper trees. I don't know if that's what they are or not, but all up around there, and looked good. Saw a few tracks here and there, kind of sporadic. Looked like little singles here and there, but got up top and started walking back over to the drainage to get back down low, because when we were up top the wind was blowing about 50 miles an hour and it felt like we were trying to summit Everest.
And we come up on that big pile of rocks.
We added a rock to it.
We added a rock to it. Yeah, it was no man's land up there. It was bad.
It was bad.
But we learned a lot on this trip too. I mean,
absolutely.
We knew there was elk in the area because of the fresh tracks in the snow.
Yep.
Hadley actually found 3 cows. The last
well, two. I found 2. Your dad saw that one.
Yeah, Dad saw one, and then he saw a big mule deer.
Big mule deer, yep.
And I actually had a new experience for me. I wasn't able to get it on film, but I stayed up on the very top of this big drainage, and Hadley dropped down about 100 yards below me, maybe 100
yards. Yeah.
And he's just trying to see through the trees. And I look to my right, and maybe 20 yards from me is a huge lynx sitting there staring at him. Like every time he'd move, the cat would be watching. It was spooky.
It was one of those deals. I was down low, and I thought something was going on up high, because it got like awkwardly quiet up there, because I could hear Dusty kind of moving around at first, and then when I'm down there glassing, I'm like kind of looking up, like, gosh dang, it's awfully quiet up there.
It was. I've never seen a lynx other than pictures. And he never paid attention to me until I was looking at my Onyx, and I switched to my camera on my phone, and I swung it and took a picture, and then he looked right at me, and he just stared at me. And, I'm looking at Hadley's rifle on the ground because mine's on my pack.
And we left our sidearms in the tent.
Yeah, my sidearm was in the tent.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I shoot him and make Hadley fall off the mountain, scaring him, or just what's this cat gonna do? And he finally stands up, stretches, and leaves. And he was as big as my lab.
He was just from I didn't get to see him, but just from the picture Dusty showed me, he was a big one, big one.
But no, it was a fun trip.
It was good.
We got down to which would have been, we still would have had 4 days.
4 days left. Yeah.
And we start listening to the weather. And
well, it was kind of by accident, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. We were listening to a rock station, and it switched to weather.
It switched to the Weather Channel, because where we were camped at was a long drive down, so we weren't gonna drive down for 2 days every night and make phone calls back to home or just check in or whatever. So, or even just go down and check the weather. And so we're like, 2 days, we'll be good. Well, we happened to stay up there for those 2 days. Turn on the radio, the Weather Channel comes on. And it comes across a winter storm warning coming.
Yeah, blizzard. 14 to 18 inches of snow.
45 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts up high. Yeah, just.
And where we were at, which if we'd have been in the first place and that snow come in, we'd have been fine.
Yeah, we'd have been fine.
We'd have been able to get
got
off
a few,
the mountain.
probably a few inches of snow, but we'd been fine.
But where we were at, it was sketchy driving up there on dirt.
We'd still be up there.
Yeah, we'd have been stuck up there. So
Yeah, no, it was.
we had to hunt that last evening, and we woke up early and had to break camp
Yeah,
early,
broke camp.
halfway through the hunt. Which, I mean, it is what it is. It's out of
You just-
control.
Oh yeah, it's just we got to roll with the punches. I mean, it's still a good hunt, still a good experience. I mean,
Oh yeah,
the animals are just added benefit to it.
Colorado
I mean,
has its challenges.
Colorado is tough.
All
It's-
blowdowns and
Yep, it is
the
tough.
wind's always blowing.
It's tough.
But next year, got a new plan. I think we're gonna spot camp in.
Spot camp. Possibly have a couple of new members we'll have to show.
A couple new people gonna probably
Maybe trying to roll in with us. We'll see. Haven't quite worked out everything yet, but
But that's the plan this year. We're looking at spot camping in 4 or 5 miles and just kind of hunting. And
trying something new.
Trying something new. Of course, I don't think Dad's gonna. Dad's probably not.
Probably. I don't think you would. No.
But that was kind of our elk hunt this year. It didn't pan out like we wanted. Didn't see any bear. Wasn't able to get on an elk, but still got to go elk hunting. It was still a good time.
Yep.
I'll always learn something new, and now it's time to get back here and
Whitetail.
really got to get things rolling, get whitetail season going.
Whitetail.
So
Rocking and rolling.
yeah, because
Yep.
bow season's actually going already.
Yep.
So
Yep.
about to roll into rifle season, and here we go. So busy.
Get after them. Can't wait.
See something.
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna get some meat one way or the
We'll
other.
get someone one way or the other. That's right.
So, but yep, that's it. So stay tuned, subscribe to us, and we'll try to have a bunch of deer hunts up this winter. And that's it for this elk episode.
Elk season 2019 in the books.
Done. So, as always, remember to love God, love your neighbor, love the outdoors. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.